Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Techie Talk with Aditya. So a big update is coming from Cognizant. Cognizant have officially started sending the letter of intent to all the candidates who appeared for the interview in the month of January. So the screenshot that you can see on the screen right now, this candidate attended the interview on 23rd January 2026 and he received his letter of intent on 9th February 2026. So within around 15 to 20 days, the letter of intent has been received by the candidate. This is actually a very big update coming from Cognizant and the process looks quite fast as well. Because personally, I have seen lot of DMs where candidates were saying that they haven't received their letter of intent even after waiting for 3 months, 4 months or sometimes 5 months as well. So getting the letter of intent within 15 to 20 days is definitely a good sign for all the candidates. Now, everyone might get confused about what happens next, when the date of joining will come, what are the documents that we need to upload. So in today's video, I will explain the exact step-by-step process. After receiving the letter of intent, what exactly do you need to do? But before I start, let me clearly explain what exactly the LOI means. The letter of intent doesn't mean that you're joining. Letter of intent simply means that you are selected and Cognizant is now starting the pre-onboarding process for you. After the letter of intent, steps like background verification, document verification, internal approvals will happen, and only after all these steps are completed, Cognizant will release your date of joining. Once you accept the letter of intent, Cognizant will start the onboarding process. After that, Cognizant will share the login credentials required to log in to their onboarding portal. So Cognizant has a dedicated portal where all your information is managed, including your background verification, document submission, and other onboarding related activities. Everything related to your onboarding will be tracked through this portal only. And using the credentials that is shared by the Cognizant team, you can log in and start the process from your side as well. Now let's talk about the most important part of the entire onboarding process, document verification, or we can say background verification. And to complete the background verification, you need to complete some mandatory documents. Let me explain what those documents are. First, make sure your government ID proofs are ready, like Aadhaar card, PAN card, voter ID. Now this is very important. The name mentioned on all these documents must exactly match the name on your letter of intent and offer letter. The name should be consistent across all the documents. Any mismatch in name can delay your background verification. Next comes your educational documents. You should be ready with your 10th, 12th and all your graduation mark sheets. If you have a provisional degree certificate, please upload that as well. And if you don't have your final semester mark sheet or provisional degree certificate, there is no need to worry about this. Cognizant will give you sufficient time to re-upload the document later on. But make sure you inform the Cognizant team about this in advance through the portal. Along with document verification, you also need to complete some pre-joining formalities. This includes filling out some form and completing the basic details. You simply need to follow the instruction that is mentioned in the mail and on the Cognizant portal. One common suggestion I would like to give you is regarding the document uploads, especially the photographs. You will be required to upload a passport size photo, and if possible, try to get your documents scanned properly from an internet cafe or a scanning center. When the documents are scanned using mobile phones, sometimes the image becomes blurred or unclear, which can delay your onboarding process. Spending a little time and a small amount at a scanning center can help you to avoid the unnecessary delays. If it is not possible, that's completely okay. But if you can do that, please do it. One more very important point regarding the PAN card. If you have opted for e-PAN card, please make sure you receive the physical PAN card at your home before the background verification starts. Sign on that physical PAN card and upload the signed copy. This is very important because I have seen many cases where background verification is still pending due to PAN related issues. Once you have completed all the formalities like document uploads and all the pre-joining formality that you need to complete on the Cognizant portal, there is usually a waiting phase. After this stage, Cognizant will go on silent mode for few weeks. Some candidates received their date of joining within 1 month, while some candidates received it even after 2 or 3 months. So please be patient and do not compare your journey with anyone else. The onboarding timeline completely depends on the business requirement and the internal planning. Just because there is a delay in your onboarding, please do not consider your profile as rejected. This waiting period is very normal when it comes to Cognizant. Once Cognizant is ready, candidates are internally divided into batches based on project and business requirements. After batch allocation, Cognizant will release your date of joining, and usually you will receive a tentative date of joining mail around 15 to 20 days before the joining date that is mentioned on your mail ID. Now this is very important. Your date of joining is considered as tentative only until your onboarding pass is generated. The onboarding pass is generally generated 2 to 3 days before your joining date. Without an onboarding pass, you will not be allowed to go inside the Cognizant campus. So you can consider the onboarding pass as your entry pass. The onboarding pass is generated only after your background verification is cleared by the Cognizant team. Even if you have uploaded all the documents, background verification takes time. If you have completed your part sincerely, there is no need to worry. You just need to be patient. The process will move forward at the right time. Now let's understand how day 1 will look like. On day 1, Cognizant will verify all your mandatory documents. They will check the hard copies of the documents that you have already uploaded on the portal. After document verification, you will be allotted with assets based on requirement. So within a week, most of the onboarding formalities will be completed. You will receive your assets and your domain will also be allocated. And once your domain is allocated, domain training will begin. During training, you will have multiple assessment. You will need to complete the hands-on task and mini projects as well. There will be a qualifying criteria, usually around 60 to 65% depending on the domain. Whether a second attempt is provided or not, it depends on the project and the domain. So please read all the instructions carefully and be well prepared for that. And at the end, SME interviews will be conducted based on whatever the training that you have covered. The questions and the interview is related on that topic only. Use the waiting period between the letter of intent and the joining to upskill yourself. This will definitely going to help you a lot during the training and the assessment. I have shared my own experience on my YouTube channel, how I cleared the Cognizant exam despite coming from a non-IT background. I also did my internship at Cognizant in 2022 and I have explained the entire training process in detail. You can check those videos on my YouTube channel. I will also attach the link in the description box. If you found this video useful, please share it with your friends who are also joining Cognizant. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep applying, and keep exploring.